When my sister showed up to Sunday dinner shaking like she'd seen a ghost, none of us knew the storm she was about to unleash, or how her secret boyfriend would nearly tear our entire family apart. My name is Ava Reynolds, and in our family, secrets don't stay secrets for long. But this time, the secret didn't just slip out. It detonated. It started on a warm June evening in Charlotte, North Carolina. Mom had made her usual family peace offering lasagna, the kind she cooked whenever she sensed tension brewing. My younger sister, Lily, arrived late, looking pale, lips trembling, phone clutched in her hand like she was holding a live grenade. Dad raised an eyebrow. "You okay, Lil?" She opened her mouth to answer, but right then, our front door swung open again, and in walked Ethan Hart. I recognized him instantly, tall, smug, too confident smile. But he wasn't supposed to be here. Not at our house. Not at our table. And definitely not in any part of my sister's life. Mom froze. Dad's jaw locked. No one had invited him. Lily looked like she might faint. "Ava," she whispered. "I need to tell you something." But Ethan cut in with that cocky grin. "Actually, I'll tell them. Since you're too scared." The air thickened. Even the ceiling fan seemed to stop spinning. Ethan pulled out a chair, sat down like he owned the place, and said the words that hit our family like a car crash. "Lily and I are together. Have been for months. And she's moving in with me." Mom slammed her fork down. "Absolutely not." Dad stood. "Get out of my house." But Ethan just laughed, not a normal laugh, the kind that says he knows something we don't. "Ah, come on, Mr. Reynolds. Don't pretend you have control over this family. You lost that a long time ago." Dad stepped forward, fists clenched, and that's when Ethan delivered the final blow. "Besides, Lily's pregnant." The entire room collapsed into chaos, screams, tears, disbelief. Lily sobbed into her hands. Mom nearly fell back into her chair. Dad started pacing like he was moments from exploding. I stared at my sister, my sweet, gentle, 20-year-old sister, and my heart shattered. Because even through her tears, I could see it. She wasn't just scared, she was trapped. And Ethan knew it that night, while my parents argued, while Lily cried beside me in my room, and while Ethan walked away with that victorious smirk. I made a decision. I wasn't going to let some manipulative, controlling guy tear our family apart. He wanted war. He'd just started one. I was already planning my revenge. I barely slept that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Ethan smirk, like he'd won something. Like we were all beneath him. But what kept me awake most was the way Lily sobbed into her pillow, apologizing over and over again. "Ava, I didn't know how to tell you. He said you'd all hate me." Hate her? No. But I hated him. The next morning, I drove Lily to class even though she insisted Ethan would pick her up. "Exactly," I said. "That's why I'm going." Something in her body relaxed when I said it. The college parking lot. Ethan was already there leaning against his car, sunglasses on, arms crossed. The moment he saw me, his jaw tightened. Well, he said. "The protective big sister. You need to give Lily space," I said firmly. Ethan chuckled. "She doesn't need space. She needs someone who actually understands her, unlike you guys." Lily shrank behind me. "Let's go to class," I said, ignoring him, but Ethan stepped forward. "You don't get to tell her what to do. She's my sister. And she's mine," he snapped that word. Mine. My stomach turned. I grabbed Lily's hand and pulled her away. Ethan didn't follow, but he didn't need to. His message was clear. After dropping Lily, I parked a block away and started digging. And I mean digging, public records, social media, old tags from years back, his previous addresses, even messaged a girl who'd commented an angry emoji under one of his old photos. Her reply came fast: "If your sister is dating him, get her out now. He ruined my life." She sent screenshots, messages, threats. A restraining order application, unfinished because she moved states. A hospital bill, and then, the final blow, a photo of her bruised arm with the caption, "Ethan did this. Don't let it happen again." My blood ran cold. I didn't think. I drove straight back to campus. When I found Lily outside her second class, she looked terrified. He texted me non-stop, she whispered. He said you're trying to control me. He said he'll come talk to you. Before I could respond, Ethan stormed toward us, angry, red-faced, jaw clenched. You're ruining everything, he shouted. Students turned around to watch. Good. Let them, because I wanted witnesses. You think you can take Lily from me? He yelled. I stepped between them. I'm taking the truth to her. That's it. He laughed like a man unhinged. You think anyone will believe you? Lily knows I love her. She's not leaving me. But Lily's voice, small but steady, rose behind me. I'm not going with you, Ethan. His face twisted, and for the first time, he looked scared, because his control was slipping, and I was just getting started. When Lily said those words, I'm not going with you, Ethan froze like someone had unplugged him from reality. But his paralysis didn't last long. You don't mean that, he growled, stepping forward. I blocked him. Back off. He pointed a finger in my face. You're dead in this town. I'll make sure of it. Funny thing, threats don't scare me. They motivate me, and I was about to dismantle his life piece by piece. The girl who sent me the screenshots, her name was Maya Carter, called me later that night. I'm willing to testify, she said. I want him stopped. Perfect. I collected every message, every voice note, every threatening text Ethan had ever sent Lily. I compiled it into a neat folder and sent it to my parents. Dad almost drove to Ethan's house that night, but I stopped him. Let me handle this, I said. I know his weak spot. Ethan boasted about being a manager at an auto dealership. Turns out, he was on probation. One more complaint and he'd be fired. So I made a complaint, with evidence, screenshots, witnesses. A statement from Maya. By noon the next day, Ethan was suspended. I filed for a restraining order on Lily's behalf with Maya as a supporting witness. The officer who reviewed the report took one look at the screenshots and said, this is solid. We'll bring him in for questioning. When the police showed up at his apartment, he tried to sweet-talk them. It didn't work. Was arrested for harassment and violation of his previous protective notice involving Maya. 2 days later, Lily found out she wasn't actually pregnant. A false alarm, stress and late cycles had fooled her. When I told her to take another test, she burst into tears of relief. We sat on her bed, both crying, both laughing. You saved me, she whispered. No, I said, hugging her tightly. You saved yourself the moment you said no to him. Ethan's charges stuck. His job didn't take him back. He tried calling from burner numbers for weeks. But with the restraining order in place, every attempt made his case worse. Lily started therapy, Mom and Dad healed, and me, I learned that family revenge doesn't always mean fighting fire with fire. Sometimes it means dragging the truth into the light until the darkness has nowhere left to hide. And if Ethan ever tries to crawl back into our lives, well, I still have the folder, and I'm not afraid to use it.